All right, our last category of people, I really don't have a good title other than calling it miscellaneous or others. There are 4 Greek people that go into this category. The first one is Epicurus. Epicurus developed a school of thought called Epicureanism, of course, named after himself. A school of thought is kind of like just that a group of people kind of believe in the same idea is really what a school of thought is. It's not literally a school like a building or the school like the academy. So it's more a group of people that believe in the same thing. And Epicureanism as a school of thought was based on the idea of moderation. And the Greek idea of moderation was really only an Athenian idea, not a Spartan idea, because Spartans were definitely into going to extremes. So moderation means do not indulge or go into extremes. So they want you to do a little bit of everything. That's why they wanted you to learn math and science and history and Greek literature, and wrestle and be good at sports and athletics. So mind and body was very important to Athenians. Second person in the other category is Phidias. And Phidias was an artist, and his most famous work of art was the 40-foot statue of Zeus. And of course, it doesn't exist today, but this statue is considered to be one of the ancient wonders, the 7 ancient wonders. And when you look at it, there's lots of depictions of what it looked like, but it's a 40-foot statue of Zeus that was made with gold and ivory, and he had a staff in one of his hands, and he was sitting on a throne. And it was housed in a temple, and lots of things caused issues, but there was a fire, there was an earthquake, and so it doesn't exist today. But the fact that he made this 40-foot statue of Zeus that was one of the ancient wonders of the world puts him in a pretty good group of people. The next one is Sophists. This is a group of people, a group of teachers in particular, that tried to figure out does the individual affect society, or does the society affect the individual? And so they grappled with lots of things that were going on in their time period, and just wondering how that relationship works between the community and the individual and vice versa. Now, the way that I remember this is it ends in an S, it sounds plural, so it's the only group of people on the list. So the Sophists were the group of teachers. The other thing that I try to think about or connect is that if you go into the teacher's lounge, there might be a sofa, so you have Sophists, so maybe you can remember it that way. All right, and the last Greek person that you need to know for the test is Zeno. And he also came up with a school of thought. Remember, that was just a collective idea or thought process. And it wasn't based on moderation like Epicurus, but it was using reasoning. And his school of thought was called Stoicism. And again, reasoning it is not spelled with a Z, it's spelled with an S. But I put it as a Z to emphasize reasoning because it's Zeno. So using the Z's to emphasize the fact that his name starts with a Z. All right, use all these little mnemonics and devices to remember the 30 people. You will have 30 people on the test that will match up to what they did.